Swaddy Cab, Jed here from Thailand, Myland. A lot of people only look at my latest videos and don't look back on my older videos. So I've decided to put a few relevant ones on here again for anyone who might have missed them the first time around. This one is about a trip I took to Koh Samui, Krabi and Phuket in August of 2022 to show the pros and cons of living each town. This video is part 3 of the pros and cons of living in Krabi and takes in the cons, or the bad things about living here. Jed, and I retired here to the beautiful kingdom of Thailand 5 years ago. Come and join me as I take you on a journey to discover the best that the land of smiles has to offer. Swaddy Cab, Jed here from Thailand, Myland. This video is the cons of living in Krabi, and this is going to be one of the shortest videos I've made as well, just like the video I made of the cons of Koh Samui, because Krabi is very much like Koh Samui and not many bad things about living there. So let's get straight into it. What are the bad things about living in Krabi? Well, what I've found the last 2 times I've visited here is that it's a lot more expensive to live in Krabi than what it used to be. I think a lot of the country, a lot of Thailand have tried to keep their prices down, but Krabi seems to be pushing their prices up a little bit, so it's a little bit more expensive to live here. One of the reasons that it might be a little bit more expensive to live in Krabi is one of the gateways to Phi Phi Island. It's also a stopping off point for people heading down to the Malaysian border, so it's quite busy sometimes with people travelling through. It's also only a short ride from Don Sak Pier, where you take the ferry to Koh Samui. So a lot of people, when they're coming back from Koh Samui, if they're driving, they head for Krabi and have a couple of days there. So a lot of people pass through Krabi on their way to other places. Krabi is also used as a stopping off point for people heading for Phuket. So with all these people passing through the area, it tends to push the prices up a little bit. I suppose the second thing that puts me off a little bit about Krabi is the shopping centres. There's not much choice if you want to go shopping, and what there is in Krabi town, there's not a lot of shops for your food shopping and clothes shopping in the beach areas, and what they do have is for tourists, so the prices are higher in the beach areas. There's one large shopping centre in the middle of Krabi, and that's the Vogue shopping centre, but that's a little bit dated and old compared to shopping centres in some towns and cities. Having said that, the markets in Krabi, especially Krabi town, are really very good, and if you're not much of a shopper and you're not bothered about shopping very much, then Krabi could be the place for you anyway. There's many similarities to Koh Samui when it comes to the cons of living in Krabi. So the third reason for maybe not wanting to choose Krabi as a retirement or living destination is its long distances from many other places in Thailand if you like to travel. An exception to that could be Koh Samui, which is only about a 2 to 3 hour drive to Don Sak Pier, northeast from Krabi, and from there you can go to Koh Phangan. So that's a bit of an exception, but as you go further north, there's very little between Koh Samui and Hua Hin. Hua Hin is close to an 8-hour drive north of Krabi. Whereas Bangkok is about a 10.5-hour drive north of Krabi. Pattaya is a couple of hours east of Bangkok, and it'll take you around about 12 hours to drive from Krabi to Pattaya. Heading north again, Khon Kaen is about a 16-17 hour drive, and just up the road from there, if you want to continue on to Udon Thani, that'll be close to about a 19-hour drive from Krabi. Chiang Mai would be around about a 20-hour drive, whereas Chiang Rai would be another couple of hours further on north. Heading south, the beautiful island of Phuket is only about a 2-hour and 40 minutes drive away. And if you want to get out of Thailand for a little while, or you need to do a visa run, the Malaysian border is only about a 6-hour drive north. So that ends the pros and cons of living in Krabi. And this time there was only 3 negative things compared to 4 in Koh Samui. Now that doesn't mean to say Krabi's better than Koh Samui. Each to their own, everyone's different, everyone likes different places for different reasons. So you need to keep that in mind when thinking about where you'd like to call home in Thailand. So the next stop will be the lovely island of Phuket. So join me on my journey when I head down there to show you the pros and cons of living in Phuket.
So, if like I was before I moved to Thailand, you're sick of your own country that's getting more and more woke by the day, and where your rights are being slowly taken away from you by your so-called governments, where the country that you were born and grew up in is deteriorating so much that you don't even recognise it as your own anymore, maybe it's time to consider retiring or living overseas. If that's the case, take a look at my new book, The Retire in Thailand Handbook 2023. It's filled with everything that you need to know about living in the land of smiles. Or, if Thailand doesn't rock your boat, take a look at my book, The 10 Best Countries to Retire on Your Pension. Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Bali, Spain, Portugal, Costa Rica, Belize and Panama. So thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now.